Hi, welcome to Nomis Academy. This time we'll be dealing with Venn diagram. Venn diagram. What is the Venn diagram? Venn diagram is a pictorial representation of sets. Pictorial representation of sets. So let's see how some of the notations, some of the things about sets that we've learned, how they can be represented with picture or with a diagram. So let's deal with Venn diagram. Venn diagram. And then mind you, Venn diagram was initiated by John Venn, so that the diagram is named after the one that initiated it, John Venn. So John Venn begin to tell that set notation, everything about set can be represented with diagram. So we named this about set Venn diagram. So let's think about A intersect B. How can I represent A intersect B using diagram? A intersect B. So let's take this set. Let's take this circle as a set. Let's take this as a set too. So let's say this is set A. Let's say this is set A. Set A. And let's set B. Set B. This is set B. So set A and set B. So if we have set A and set B, that tells that the entirety of this is a universal set. So from a universal set, we could have set A, that is a subset of universal set, and we could have set B. So when we say that A intersects B, we are talking about the common element of A and B, that is elements that are in A and elements that are in B. And if that is the case, that means this diagram will be like this. Then the common element will be here. The common will be here. So as we shape this part, this is where A and B have business to do together. So now we have A intersect B. So here we have the common element. So that if we have 1, 2, 3 as elements of A only, maybe we'll have 4, 5, and 6 as elements of B only. Then among the common elements, we could have 7, 8, and 9. So 7, 8, and 9 is A intersect B. So this diagram now says this is A intersect B. A intersect B. Now let's deal with A union B. What about A union B? Now A union B says that the addition of the elements of the two sets without repeating anyone. So let's take this as our set A and let's take this as our set B. So set A, set B, if I will need to talk about the union of the two sets, that means the two sets comes together like this. So the two sets comes together like this. So when the two sets come together, this is set A and set B. So the union will be that all the elements are combined together, both the common element and the uncommon element. So all this part of this will be shaded. All this part will be shaded. So all these parts will be shaded. So if all these parts are shaded, then we can say that this is A union B. Mind you, A intersect B, A union B. So intersect B complement. So this is the universal set. This rectangular shape represents the universal set that has subset A, subset B in it. So when we talk about A intersect B complement, so we are talking about the common elements of A and B that are in the universal set, but they are not in A and they are not in B. Do you get it now? So we are talking about this particular part now left out of the entirety of the set that we have. So the entirety is the universal set, but this must be left out. That is the universal that is A intersect B complement. So when we talk about A intersect B complement, so we are going to shade all this part, leaving where we have intersection unshaded. Leaving where we have intersection unshaded. Leaving where we have intersection. So you can see this particular part is not shaded. So that particular part is not shaded. So we say this is A intersect B complement. So the intersection is not part of what we are representing. The intersection is not part. The common elements are not part of what we are representing in the diagram. So this is A intersect B complement. So let's take A union B complement. A union B complement. So if we will take A union B complement. So if we take A union B complement, so we are going to have something like this. We are going to have this here. So knowing fully well that this is set A and this is set B, A union B complement. Simply tell that the addition of all the elements in A and B, right, without repeating any element twice. So if we're talking about the complement, then we are talking about the elements that are in the universal set but are not in the union of the set. So without this particular A and B, let us shade the universal set. So you see, we shade outside set A and B but inside of the universal set. Don't mind my handwriting. So this is A union B complement. This is A union B complement. This is A union B complement. A union B complement. So let's take on another example. Let's take on A intersect B complement. A intersect B complement. So let's take this as our set A and this is our set B. So what I'm saying is A intersect B complement. So there is difference between A intersect B complement, that is in bracket, and this one. So we are talking about A intersect B complement, that is part of B that are not in the universal set. Part of B that are not in the universal set. So A intersect B complement. A intersect B complement. So when we now take the pictorial representation, so we have something like this. So where am I to shade? A intersect B complement. So is there any part of B that is not in the universal set? No. So only A will be shaded now. A will be shaded. A intersect B complement. So only this part will be shaded. So this is A intersect B complement. This is A intersect B complement. The same thing we have complement A complement intersect B. A complement intersect B. A complement intersect B. So what do we do with A complement intersect B? So if we have this, and we have this connected together, and we have this our A, and we have this our B. So only this particular part will be shaded now. Only this particular. So that tells that A complements intersect B. So that is this particular part will not be shaded. So only B, where we don't have an intersection with A, will be shaded. So pictorially show A complement intersect B. I hope you understood everything we did in this video. Take your time to watch again, put it down, and get them installed in your memory. Bye bye. See you in the next video.